You've been reviewing sets like crazy recently, Captain. Yeah, you've had your hands in so many fun holes. And those sets are all pretty massive and expensive buildings, even by FunWhole standards. Got anything smaller, perchance? How about a cyberpunk police car?
Oh, you mean like those flying police cars from Blade Runner?
Something a heck of a lot more down-to-earth than that, GG. So yeah, buildings are one thing, but you also need to populate your city, and a great way to do this is with vehicles. So as part of their Cyberpunk collection, FunWhole have released a police patrol car.
Thank you, FunWhole, for sending us this set for us to review.
It doesn't look that cyberpunky to me, Captain. It's just like one of those modern, beefy American police cars.
You're absolutely right, McCluck.
In fact, the manual even states that they were inspired by those very same vehicles. So where's the cyberpunkness then? Look on the positive. It makes it easier to use it in your regular, non-cyberpunk city. Well, the Steampunk Trading Center wasn't steampunky enough and you marked it down for that. But you're gonna let a non-cyberpunk car in a cyberpunk collection slide? I didn't say that. I'm just saying that there are options. Plus, it's a heck of a lot easier to make a car blend into a city than a building. So, let's get on with it. I've said it before, but what I really like about FunWhole's products is their first impression. Whether you're getting a massive set or a small one, like in this case, they don't skimp on the box, giving you a great experience from the get-go. So much better than Lego, where the cardboard is so thin, and you have to literally break it open to get to the parts inside. Only the best is good enough, eh? Even though there are only 372 pieces, the parts are split into 10 bags, including FunWhole's specialized pieces for the Fig and electronics. The rest are generic parts, nearly all of which you'll recognize as similar to Lego's own pieces.
This makes building the set much easier, as there are fewer parts to deal with at any one time.
Having assembled large buildings recently, the process was really fun and quick with this one. There were no tricky building techniques, it's all quite simple and straightforward actually. Even the electric cables were not too hard to put together.
The car looks very impressive and modern.
And the set comes with a single Fig, the police officer. It's a well-detailed Fig, and he must be able to handle himself as he patrols without a partner. The set also comes with a couple of barriers and a generous amount of prints. In fact, there are even some spares, allowing you to choose between the pristine barriers or a damaged one with a couple of extra prints. And it's even the same for the car's wheel hubs. Shame there weren't any spare pristine hubs so all the wheels could look shiny and new. Yeah, that's a shame, especially since the new hubs are just parts, not prints. So it wouldn't have been that expensive to include a couple more. And as always, the best part of a FunWhole set is when you turn the lights on.
Damn, that's one sweet ride.
There's lights everywhere, front and back obviously, and the police sign on both sides also lights up, which was unexpected, and the blue and red lights at the top alternate. It looks great, doesn't it? Although it is tricky to turn the lights on and off. The switch is tiny and hidden in the trunk. You can easily remove the back part to expose it, but you need tiny fingers to flick the switch on and off. I ended up having to use the tweezers included in the bigger sets. You'll also find the battery pack there, which runs on 3 small LR44 batteries, which don't come with the set. No batteries come with any FunWhole set, Mouse. That's to be expected. Okay, it looks great and all, but it's a shame that a vehicle this big can only fit a single Fig.
So, not only does he not need a partner, he doesn't take prisoners.
Neon City is a harsh place to live. Putting him in the car is done by removing the top and placing the figure inside. But you make an excellent point, McCluck. This car is huge. Look at it next to Lego vehicles that only fit a single Fig, like this sports car, for instance. Or even this antique taxi. Except the taxi can also fit a passenger. Actually, some Lego engineers have been known to be super creative. Just look at this wonderful convertible.
Oh, that's one of my favorite cars.
Same width as the sports car and taxi, but able to squeeze in 2 Figs side by side. Which is something the police car can't even manage, even though it's 2 studs wider. Yeah, these Lego cars are 6 studs wide versus 8 for the police car. So, okay, let's be fairer and compare it to a famous 8-stud wide Lego car, the 60s Batmobile.
That's more of a similar size.
Except the Batmobile fits 2 Figs. Okay, so let's put it next to where it actually belongs, the Cyberpunk apartment. And let's turn on the lights. You've got to admit, it looks good. And those lights set it above and beyond what LEGO can offer, even if you can put more figs in a LEGO car of the same or smaller size. I must say though, compared to other FunWhole sets, this one feels expensive. It's $40 for 372 pieces, which is about 11 cents per piece. By contrast, the Cyberpunk apartment cost $170 for 2,507 pieces, which is about 7 cents a piece. That's a huge difference. Not only that, it's actually on par with LEGO sets with similar piece counts.
Some LEGO sets are actually cheaper, in fact, like the double-decker sightseeing bus. Similar piece count, $10 cheaper.
There goes one of FunWhole's biggest advantages. Maybe you can't easily hide the cost of the electronics with smaller sets? Or what about the Deer Crossing set then? It too's mostly just a car.
With some background and a cute brick-built deer.
Yeah, but it's just over 200 pieces bigger, yet is $2 cheaper. That's about 7 cents a piece. Maybe the police cars got more lights or something. Could be, but even if that's the reason, that price difference is quite stark. I must admit, I wasn't expecting it to cost so much. So tell me, what do you think? Does it still have a good piece-to-price ratio? Is it too big for your city or just the right size? Whatever your thoughts, let us know, and we'll speak to you again next time.